Haven't you gone to Clevin? Richard.
3 miles. They're underway with the CPMS Novices Champion Handicap Chase. Walking on air, Big John Wayne and Cadeur Sans Frais at the front trio as they head towards the first. They're being followed by I Wish You as a line of 3 leaders leave the ground for the first time. They are all over safely. Gamester's Guy the last to rise. So the order as they make their way past us with 2 complete circuits to go. Big John Wayne and Cadeur Sans Frais walking on air, just backing out of that battle for the lead now in 3rd place is a length away. As they turn away from the stands, I Wish You races in 4th place with Caught in Your Trance sharing that position. The black and white stripes of Young Jack just ahead of Pounding Poet, Aiko on the inside as the pace steadies down after that little foray for the lead. Just over Land is towards the back, and the last 2 Gamester's Guy in company with Blakey Boy. So they're making the turn towards the back straight. Big John Wayne with Cadeur Sans Frais about a neck down in 2nd place. Walking on air just over a length away in 3rd with Caught in Your Trance and I Wish You. In 6th place on the outside is Pounding Poet, just ahead of the striped colours of Young Jack. Aiko in the double green, and the last 3 include just over Land, Blakey's Boy and Gamester's Guy as they reach the first down the back straight. First of 5. And the 2 leaders take it okay. Pounding Poet was a little slow, and at the back of the field Gamester's Guy was out to the right as they race on towards an open ditch. And out in the lead, the red and black colours of Big John Wayne on the inside of Cadeur Sans Frais as they rose at that with Walking on Air. A mistake by Aiko and a reminder for Young Jack at quite an early stage in the black and white stripes. On towards another plain one. And out in the lead, it is Big John Wayne popping away on the front end with Cadeur Sans Frais. Walking on Air has dropped back to the next wave with Caught in Your Trance and I Wish You in the maroon colours as they reach the next down the back. Pounding Poet just ahead of the Diablo colours of blue and white of just over Land. Then a length back to Young Jack. At break of 4 then to Aiko after that mistake dropped towards the back with Gamester's Guy as we reach the last of the 5 in the back straight. Last to rise over it was Blakey Boy. So Cadeur Sans Frais moves to the lead past Big John Wayne at the conclusion of the jumping in the back straight. Walking on air on the inside of I Wish You Caught in Your Trance with Pounding Poet racing in 6th place. On the inside in 7th is just over Land ahead of the striped colours of Young Jock, Aiko. Then behind these Gamester's Guy, and last of all remains hat-trick seeking Blakey Boy as Cadeur Sans Frais in the conditions is pressing on, leading by 2 lengths now from Big John Wayne. Still a line of 3 in behind, Walking on Air as they make the turn with Caught in Your Trance and the white cheek pieces. They just pack up slightly. Big John Wayne rather impeded Walking on Air as they reach the first up the home straight, which again they all take okay. So all still standing as we head towards the conclusion of the first circuit, not yet at halfway. Cadeur Sans Frais out in the lead from in 2nd place Big John Wayne as they reach an open ditch. They take it ahead of Walking on Air, I Wish You. Then behind these Caught in Your Trance, the improving Pounding Poet on the outside in the noseband. Towards the inside in the cheek pieces. Just behind, just over Land, is Barney's Boy, who's on the inside as they popped over the next with Aiko, and then on the outside is Young Jack. So preparing now to complete their first circuit, heading towards this halfway stage. Cadeur Sans Frais repressed by Big John Wayne, I Wish You, Caught in Your Trance and Walking on Air with Pounding Poet travelling okay up on the outside as they take the next, at which there was a mistake at the back by Blakey Boy. So Cadeur Sans Frais out in the lead by about half a length or so from Big John Wayne. You happy with the way things are developing, Luke?
Yeah, he just got in a bit deep to the previous fence, but on the whole he's jumping pretty nicely. Big John Wayne you can see on the outside as well. Taking him on a decent enough gallop. I mean, we saw in the first race AP, horses coming from off the pace. Their jockeys are going to have that in the back of their mind.
Yeah, something like just over Land down the inside. Looks like he's travelling pretty well. He's in a good position, but Sam doesn't look in any trouble. He's very happy the speed he's going, so I'm sure he's hoping he'll keep going.
So into the back straight they head. We have 9 fences to take, and we're approaching the final mile and a quarter. And out in the lead is Cadeur Sans Frais by a length from Big John Wayne. Walking on Air in blue jacket. Round the outside, a Young Jack who was a bit lethargic early has made some progress. Pounding Poet just popping away behind the leaders with I Wish You Caught in Your Trance, and then just over Land from Aiko, Gamester's Guy. And Blakey Boy is last to rise at the first in the back straight. And out in the lead, Cadeur Sans Frais continuing to cut out the running. Still in second place, we have Big John Wayne. Third for I Wish You, Young Jack on the outside with Pounding Poet and Walking on Air. Good leap by the leader, Cadeur Sans Frais. Walking on Air brushed through the top. And at the back, Blakey Boy just pushed along at the rear of the field. So they're making their way towards the next. Cadeur Sans Frais, Big John Wayne just pulls to the outside to get a sight of it. I Wish You, Pounding Poet continues to belie the price, travelling comfortably right from the word go here in fourth place in the noseband. Then Young Jack as they stepped over the next fence, at which Walking on Air has gone and all but brought down Gamester's Guy. So Walking on Air is a faller and a hampered badly Gamester's Guy, who's going to be pulled up. Blakey Boy has also lost touch, so I think all of those are now going to be out of the race. So Cadeur Sans Frais leading a truncated field. On the outside, Big John Wayne, I Wish You third. Just Overland moving up on the inside. Pounding Poet and Young Jack, and now Caught in Your Trance in seventh, and Ioko is eighth. So they're well packed, those that remain, as they continue to make the turn and continue to race back towards us with four fences still to take. Blakey Boy is continuing. Gamester's Guy has, I'm pretty sure, been pulled up. He has indeed. So they're making the turn back towards home. Cadeur Sans Frais by a neck from Big John Wayne. Young Jack races third. I Wish You. Then behind these is Pounding Poet, who jumps up into fifth place. Then Just Overland in sixth as they make their way up the home straight. And out in the lead, Cadeur Sans Frais with Big John Wayne, I Wish You, Pounding Poet, and on the outside, Young Jack at the last open ditch. Out in the lead, Big John Wayne's taken over from I Wish You. Pounding Poet continues to travel comfortably on the outside. Stan Shepherd delaying his challenge as they take the second last. I Wish You with on the left-hand side Pounding Poet. The right-hand side then is Big John Wayne. The three of them heading down towards the final fence. Pounding Poet on the outside. I Wish You in the centre. The far side is Big John Wayne. They take it, and Big John Wayne with now Pounding Poet asked to go and win the race. Pounding Poet leads by a length or so and pushed out towards the line. Pounding Poet travelled well, produced well by Stan Shepherd for the informed Tom Lacey yard. Beating to second place, Big John Wayne just ahead of I Wish You. Ioko gets round, so does Young Jack. In sixth place then was Just Overland. They are the last ones to finish. Pulling up was Blakey Boy, pulling up was Caught in Your Trance. I can see the loose horse Walking on Air coming back okay, and Gamester's Guy pulled out in the country. Pounding Poet at 18-1 has won really well, but he travelled so well right the way through the race, and Stan Shepherd gave him lots of confidence, and when he needed the horse just to go and put his head in front, he did so.
And that could do some damage to the ITV7 in the first race. 18-1, the winner in the colours is HFT Limited and the King family, who are here today. I think that's the only reason Tom Lacey left the horse in, because he's taken others out. He's caught Walking on Air, AP. You'll be relieved to see that. He's okay. And if you backed Big John Wayne, you'd have got excited. But then all of a sudden, when we pick it up, Luke, Pounding Poet ranges up.
Absolutely travelled into it so sweetly, so easily. Do you know what? Race is a funny old game. I watched him in the paddock. He was jig-jogging around. He was sweating, getting upset. I put a cross by his name. I'd already written Wants Decent Ground. He had no chance. I mean, absolutely no chance. And he's cantered into the race and made me look a fool again. But he's won very nicely. Big John Wayne's definitely improved on, even though he didn't win, he's improved on that Hexham run last time. And I Wish You has won another solid race.
Yeah, Big John Wayne kept going well, Luke, so he did, considering the horse that was upsides him all the way. He disappointed the horse of Anthony Honeyballs, but the winner got a very confident ride from Stan Shepherd. He rode him a penny a bottle and pushed him into the race, and you can see him hands and heels away from the back of the last. He always knew, I think, from between the second last and the last, that he had enough horse to get by and go and win, but he rode him confidently.
It's a ridiculous game though, isn't it? You know, he couldn't win on the ground. He gets upset in the paddock, and then he produces this sort of performance.
But the thing is, he won't win if he's in his stable, so take your chance. You've always got a chance of winning, haven't you?
If the owners hadn't been here, I'm pretty sure Tom Lacey would have taken him out like he did Montregard out of the Scottish National. Ground, no problem there, Al.
Yeah, Stan, we weren't sure whether he'd cope with the ground, were we?
No, I wasn't at all. He hasn't acted on it before, but the only thing I would say is that because it was heavy ground, it slowed the tempo of the race down for him. So he travelled brilliantly, probably best he ever has travelled. So I'd say that probably helped him a small bit in the end.
Well, that travelling so well made you look super cool, because you rode a beautiful, patient ride.
I'm not sure about that. We were very much of the opinion not to give him too hard a time if he wasn't going on the ground, but he was an absolute bear to get on, and I thought he was in fairly good order on the way to the start, so he's done it well.
And you are absolutely flying at the moment. 4 winners from your last 8 rides. What's going on?
I don't know, perhaps we're getting the hang of it. Maybe take it till the end of April.
Well, listen, brilliant. Well done there. The boys very impressed.